We're back here for Thanksgiving edition of Chase and Birdie. Actually, it just so happens that it falls on Thanksgiving. It's not really a Thanksgiving edition, but we're kind of making that today, right, bud?
Correct.
I mean, so let's just call this our Thanksgiving Day edition Banter Sesh.
Banter session. And today's episode is brought to you by Red Vanley. Make sure you go over to redvanley.com. Check them out. The joggers are as comfortable as it gets. The hoodies, the vests, it's all so good. So shout out to Red Vanley for keeping us dialed in, looking fresh. You finally look good in a vest, bud, so that's nice to see.
Well, I got to tell you, I mean, the problem with me is I'm broad.
Abroad?
I'm broad.
Oh.
But I'm short, which everyone knows. It's all relative, but so for me, it's like the clothes fit amazing. But, and I'm in a medium. I might have to dial it back a little bit to a small because the length, right? So, like, I put a hoodie on like yours. The material is amazing, but it goes down to my, like, mid-thigh section. So it looks like I have, like, a dress.
So you hear that, Jim? Make sure you get the kid some smalls now going forward on the tops because he's a little smaller.
But this puffer vest is
so good.
But I got the shorts on, so we're going to talk about this for a second because it is of relevance. And it's really cool. Everyone's talking about these shorts, how it's just like an elastic, no button, you know?
Well, let me show you. I'll show you.
Here we go. He's taking the belt off. Yeah, there it is. There's a button. So for you people out there, if you recall T-ball back in the day, you wore the, all right, bud, put your pants back on. Come on.
Okay, sorry. Just get really excited when I put
it's like T-ball baseball pants. So it's awesome. But, yeah, so Turkey Day, man, I got to tell you, it's probably one of my favorite holidays.
Yeah, it's a good one. I mean, it's getting overlooked by Christmas, and it bothers me a little bit. You know, Christmas, when I was growing up and when you were growing up, Christmas, we did not start decorating or anything like that until basically the Friday after Thanksgiving. That's when it was A-okay, okay? Mm-hmm. My freaking household's been decorated fully for the last 2 weeks. And part of that is because the commercials, I mean, Halloween week were Christmas commercials.
I know.
So then you're automatically putting yourself into that vibe that we need to be all Christmas here. So here we are, boys.
Bud, your living room looks like a toy store. It's decorated like that all year.
Yes.
I mean, the kid stuff.
Everywhere.
So you're already kind of halfway there with respect. Why don't you think about reusing some of the toys? Wrap them up.
Because I think Parker takes inventory. So, but yeah, I do love a good Thanksgiving. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? And don't say turkey.
No, for me, it's anyone that makes a good sweet potato casserole or something to that effect. That to me is, and obviously a little bit of good stuffing, right? Like we all, people like their stuffing. I like my stuffing, but it's the sweet potato casserole for me. What about you?
I love a good candied carrot. Just a carrot. That's really good. So
what the fuck?
That
candied carrot.
Yeah, candied carrots. So and then I love a great what?
I just can't I don't even know if I've ever had a candied carrot at Thanksgiving. I'm trying to think about it.
It's so good.
Okay.
And then I also love a good cranberry sauce because I put that shit on everything. And a good cranberry sauce, smear that all over the stuffing, the potatoes, the turkey, carrots.
Yeah, no.
Some Brussels sprouts.
But it's like I don't know how many people out there are listening, but, well, probably not many. But you probably know what I'm about to say, and that's like you got to pace yourself if you're going to multiple places on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Right? Like you have someone that kicks it off at 12 o'clock. 9 in the morning, they got the turkey in the air fryer or outside roasting. 12 o'clock dinner.
You're basically edging with food.
Edging. Yeah.
With food.
Right.
You're getting to a certain point, and then you're pulling back.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Yeah, edging. Yes, definitely. definitely.
That's a good comparison there, bud.
It is, and then eventually you explode because you eat too much.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I got you there. That's a good one, bud. Edging. You guys look up edging, by the way. It's incredible. Really.
All right.
So, yeah, 4 o'clock, 4:30 rolls around. You got today. It's the Commanders at the Cowboys. You're gonna be watching that game, and you're gonna be lullabying by 5 o'clock.
Me?
Anyone?
No,
if you have to go from 12 and 4, you're.
No, we only do one spot. It's our house. You come there noon, and then I'll take a little siesta at 2:30. Probably wake up around 4:30. Get back after it and go to bed by 8.
Yeah, I feel you.
So that's kind of my Thanksgiving day, and yeah, man, we're here. It's here. We're here.
It's hard to believe, man. We look back on this year, and we've had I don't know how many episodes this year, but golf season came. Golf season was in the thick of things, and now it has come to a screeching halt.
But we're already making plans for next year, bud. So that's kind of nice. 2024.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about 2024 planning. I mean, what do you got up your sleeve? What do you think?
Well, we've got a golf trip the first week.
Oh yeah, BK.
The January 2nd to the 4th out of the gate, and then the week after we're gonna go to Florida again. Thursday to Saturday. Play a little small spot there.
I mean, we're headed to Grove 23.
Yeah.
And and for those listening and may not know, but that is Michael Jordan's course, and it's all the rage.
So we're excited for that one. And then, we've hammered out the details for the Chasing Birdies 2-man, which last year was at the Greenbrier, and this year it is going to be at Nemacolin. Sunday, July 14th is the drawings party. The 15th and 16th is the event. So July 14th to the 16th, Chasing Birdies 2-man at Nemacolin. It is official.
It is official.
For the ones that came last year, it was a blast. For the ones that are coming this year, it's going to be even better.
Yeah. Oh, Nemacolin does it right. I mean, it's going to be good. I'm glad we did that in July because, like I said, I mean, you start messing around with May.
Yeah.
You don't know what the weather's going to be like.
You have no clue. It could be snowing up there.
It could be.
Or it could be beautiful.
It could be, man.
So that's kind of already 2024 golf, which is kind of crazy to think that we're 2024. But we had a lot of good golf moments this year and played a lot of good golf courses and had fun doing it, man.
Tell me.
I'm thankful for that.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I know you are. But can you look back on this year and think about one instance that was your favorite time on the golf course in 2023? Like, it sticks out to you like no other question.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite is always being with my buddies playing golf. It's just fun, right? Like, it's always a good time. Smoke cigars.
Yeah.
Play golf with my buddies, laugh, piss each other off a little bit, keep it moving. But I was the one round of golf that stuck out to me in 2023 was at Troubadour. Played with Morgan Wallen. And it was, Thomas Archer, Ray Fulcher, those guys, and then Wallen and his boys. And we played 8, and it was incredible. And we literally played in the dark. I
was gonna say, and you guys played in the dark, like turned the cart lights on.
We got done at 7:30 at night with the first 18, and they said, "Hey, we're gonna keep going until it's dark." Not thinking that we would literally turn the lights on the golf carts and pitch black playing golf at Troubadour. So we played another 9. So we played 27 holes that day, and it was awesome.
Dude,
with again, it was TA and Ray and myself. We were having a ball, and we joined up with them, and it was a blast. It was a memorable round. It was fun. Had a couple pops and kept her moving.
No, you didn't, did you?
A couple that trip.
That Troubadour tequila gets you, bud, every time. Yeah, no, that's,
what about you,
that's
bud?
good. That's good. I mean, honestly, like you said, anytime that we get to play together in some type of thing, you know, with our close friends,
Right.
those moments are just, they happen often, but they're always just a blast, no matter what.
Right.
But I do think this year when I played with JR in the Allegheny member guest, it was a hot summer day and playing pretty good, coming down 17, tee off on 17, and my stomach just starts ripping, dude. Like almost to the point where it's like I can't even walk. I can't put one leg in front of the other because I'm like, any move I make, it's gonna happen. And I'm like, I just keep telling myself, just don't think about it. I unbuckle my belt. See, I unbuckled my belt.
So if that time, if you would have had Red Vanley,
I'd have to pull my pants down. There's no buckle.
Right. Oh, that's right.
But I didn't think I was going to make it. I was going to walk into the clubhouse on 17 fairway because I was in that much pain. But for whatever reason, man, I got it back together. You know, I was practicing a little edging maybe in that regard again. And hit a 7-wood on 18 fairway, back right pin, wind blowing directly into you. I hit a perfect 7-wood and hit it to 4 feet, made the putt, and I ran into the clubhouse. Made the putt, ran to the clubhouse, hit the stall. And so it's a terrible thing to remember and look back on as being your most memorable moment. But, I mean, dude, it was kind of iconic, right? Like, an
iconic poop.
Well, but an iconic play of events in terms of almost not even being able to finish the match, ending it with a birdie, and running into the clubhouse, boys. True story. And, you know, no more details. But
you got there in time.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. So that was it. But, I mean, overall, dude, I mean, I'm so grateful in general. I try to practice gratitude on a daily basis, just with life in general, what I have been blessed with and what I do. And so having close friends like you and other people that I can enjoy golf with is one of the many things that I am thankful for.
Yeah,
so.
We're lucky to be able to do it, be healthy, and have close friends that we can share and travel with. Because, again, like in reality, what the hell else would we be doing? We'd be sitting at home, probably.
Yeah. No.
So true. To have golf a part of our life with our friends, it is truly a blessing because, again, we're all good friends.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. That's the truth. I do want to say briefly, we just had on the show, which the interview won't come out for a couple more weeks, but Trotty Golf, Chris Trott from TaylorMade, director of sports marketing and all kind of stuff at TaylorMade on the tour van. He's got his own channels, Trotty Golf. Yeah,
Trotty Golf. If you're a golf fan, you probably follow him on Instagram already. If you don't, you should, because it's really cool, the videos he does, just about equipment, different shots, how to approach a shot, does a lot of contests, does a lot of swag, and then he's got TaylorMade that he's absolutely knocking out of the park. He's the head tour rep for TaylorMade, so he works hands-on with the Tiger Woodses, the Rorys, the Scotty Schefflers, all those guys. He's handling their clubs, and yeah, man, he's a busy man. So we can't thank him enough for taking some time out to meet with us and chat with us and chop it up. So, Trotty, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned Tiger Woods, and I was reading somewhere on the internet a guy that, I don't know if he is close to Tiger or somehow has been in his circle recently, but he's claiming Tiger is in phenomenal shape. Power's coming back, and he said he will see him winning. We will see him winning again in 2024, specifically to Genesis at Riviera, which is one of my favorites. But I'd love to believe that, man. I'd love to believe that.
I just can't.
yeah, it's just kind of.
But again, what did Rocco say?
Yeah.
You don't bet against them.
You
just don't.
You don't.
So, I mean, hey, is he getting some power back? Yeah, I'm sure. But again, when you haven't played in a PGA Tour event, I don't care how good you are. If you haven't played in a year and a half, 2 years, you're going to have a setback. I mean, these guys are so freaking good and so talented. Yeah. To say that you can just jump right back in and you're going to win the third event of the year, it's aggressive. But I don't doubt it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. No, I don't either. And you know, that debate is ongoing. We don't need to get into that per se about him and what's going to look like in the future. But it's good to hear that at least he is kind of getting himself in shape. I mean, his boy, they're mirror images of each other.
The way he carries himself, the mannerisms that he has, the way he walks, the way he talks, the dresses, and does it all. It's all Tiger Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, so Charlie's going to have a promising future. Hopefully he can, I don't know how you're going to avoid the coverage. You're Tiger Woods' son, so hopefully he can withstand that and stay positive and keep chasing, because I'm sure that is probably wearing to be Tiger Woods' son at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good stuff, man. You know, it's funny because the game of golf, it doesn't matter how you're brought into this life, who's your dad, who's your mom, how good they were at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get your game. You got to hone your game, you know?
How was your game this year? How would you grade your game?
I would grade it. I mean, I didn't really play in too many. I did try a couple qualifiers, but overall, I felt like I drove the ball a lot better this year. I felt like my putting was good. My chipping was not. That is the one area where for whatever reason, I did not get up and down much this year like I normally am accustomed to. And but I definitely had some good rounds. You know, I've shot sub 70 a couple of times this year, and shot even out of Pikewood this summer. 4 under on the front, 4 over on the back, but I was pretty satisfied, man. I got to be honest with you. You kind of influenced the driver approach for me with that ping.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, I did get fit for it, but I was not expecting to come out of there with a ping. And, you know, everything was great. So I had a lot more confidence with my driver, but I'm still, you know, I was telling someone this the other day, like, it's November now, and golf season, it depends upon how you look on it. It's a couple months away or it's over.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in my net. I got a net set up in the back room here. I set the video camera up, and I'm just trying to work on things now to get comfortable with actually doing them when I play. Because I think that's the thing, like, as amateur golfers, we all have an idea of what we need to do. We all have an idea of, hey, I'm too flat, I'm too steep. And we can work on that, but it's being able to actually put that into motion and trusting it whenever you're playing. And that's hard to do. You know, it's hard to do.
It's very hard.
Because it's so easy to fall back subconsciously onto what feels normal or what you've been used to doing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, so that's kind of my goal, is just to be able to get, you know, just to get in some places with my irons to where I have a little more opportunities to make birdies. You know, but, and this is a long-winded answer, I'm sorry, but I will say this too. My course management this year was the best it's been in terms of my club selection on shots. I'm okay not hitting a pitching wedge 133 yards. I'm okay grabbing a 9-iron, choking down, and hitting a controlled shot all the way through the bag. And that has helped me. That has helped me a lot. Hey, 150-yard shot, I'm hitting 8-iron. I'm not going to try to jump on the 9.
Yeah. I've been trying to tell you that.
Yeah, but I know.
You got to be able to hit. They say you got to, They say you got to be able to hit each club 4 different ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How was your game this year? I mean,
my game this year was probably the best it's been in 10, 12 years. Consistently the best. From driver, I putted really well this year, which is not generally my strong suit, but I putted really well from 10 feet in. One of my better part of my games is bunker play, and that was probably the worst it was this year. So that was the one part of my game that went downhill, but everything else was really good.
Yeah.
I was very happy. I mean, hit the driver good, iron's good. My wedge game is really improved. My putting is really improved. So,
no, you definitely putted it better this year. There's no question about it.
yeah, so it's fun. What about
you? I was gonna say something though. Shit, I forget what I was gonna say. It was about your putting. I don't know.
putter?
No, not your putter.
Putty?
I don't know. What's up?
It's interesting. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was because I was thinking about your game, and you were talking about what you did really well this year in putting and chipping. I don't know. It just left.
She
What
gone?
an awkward moment.
It's gone.
It's gone. I don't know.
Yeah. So again, the golf games for both of us. We didn't do anything in what? Go ahead, bud.
I know what it was. I was going to ask you if you have any off-season fitness regime in place.
And how does that deal with my putting?
I don't know, because you were talking about your game, and I'm like, well, maybe you got something up your sleeve this year, a little more push-ups. No?
Nope.
Speed stick.
But you swear on that thing.
Yeah.
This is the first year you've sniffed me off the tee, so good job, bud.
Yeah, that thing is...
Stick to it, bud.
Yeah, no, I will. I will this year. I've been, talk about recovery, like with working out, and I've been like really close to pulling the trigger on one of these ice baths, these cold plunges. And Ashley was going to get me one for my birthday, but she didn't know which one to get. She had a couple researched, and so I don't have one, but I was somewhere recently talking to some guys that use it religiously. And if you remember when you came out to Colorado, the Ritz has a cold plunge in their spa. But so I'm listening to some of these people talk about this, and you guys probably fucking know about this, Parker. But it's so good for your body, mental state, and burning away some fat and your inflammation that I'm all in on this right now. So that's kind of my off season.
That's your next thing?
That's my okay, I'm going to get in on this. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'll probably put it down there in that little, down there. But
down yonder?
Yeah.
Well, that's great, man. You let me know. Hopefully there's one that's not too deep. I don't want you drowning, so you might want
to. No problem, man. No problem.
So just make sure,
Yeah, it's been a fun year for chasing birdies, and, I always like just sitting here chatting with you a little bit.
It's been a great year, man. We had a lot of good guests. We had a lot of good content. We've got the T-shirt coming out in the next few days. Those images are being uploaded. So So
what you're saying is you're thankful.
I'm thankful for a lot. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my career. I'm thankful for my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And thankful that we get to do this together. It's fun. I mean, again, I get to work, with one of my best friends in Brandon. Get to work, do fun stuff with you, and I'm pretty lucky for that. So, and it's fun, and I enjoy doing this with you, and I absolutely love what I do for a living. So, I'm lucky. Again, I got a beautiful wife, beautiful kids.
Yeah,
I'm below average, so I'm winning.
Well, I know we are thankful to Nemacolin Resort for being so gracious to us throughout the years. So for you people listening not around the Pittsburgh vicinity, make sure you go on over to nemacolin.com. Check them out online. They are 5-star all around. The Grand Lodge opening up. The Chateau's going through a whole new remodel and rebirth. The golf courses are second to none, and anything you want to do is right there.
The golf courses were the best that both golf courses have been in a long time. They were out of this world this year. So Chris Anderson and team, good job on that one. That was awesome. The Mystic Rock, they could have played the event right then and there. It was so good. And thank you to Chris Barron for everything he does for us. So we're thankful for Team Nemacolin.
Yeah, agreed, man. So good. So good. But I don't know, buddy. I just, it's just a lot of fun. And, again, appreciative of it all. Thanksgiving special here on Jason Birdie's Banter session with the two of us. Yeah. So I don't really know what else you want to talk about.
I mean, dude, I can talk about a lot of stuff. But
right. Well, let's.
I mean, what about our gambling segment?
Let's give it a little more. Yeah.
So the gambling segment, it was fun. We just got really cold and we felt bad because the people that don't listen missed out on some bad picks.
Yeah, and the people that do listen probably didn't
do anything with it. So
we're the only ones that got. And again, it was for our own benefit or lost.
Well, we were already doing that, so we tied it into a little segment that came and gone.
I love, especially college football and NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I love betting, but I've scaled back quite a bit, but I still do in a lot. But I've been loving these parlays, man.
You hit some nice ones, huh?
I'm just putting 4-teamers out there for 1,000, trying to win 10. And I've smacked 5 or 6 this year, 4 or 5 this year. 2 last weekend. So it's instead of me betting 4 games at 12, 4 at 3, or 1 and 1, I'm going, okay, here's my plays. There's 4 of them. That's it.
I'm finding recently I'm doing better at the NFL.
Yeah, it's funny because the NFL, you could really look at the lines and you could just tell when something is just off.
Fishy.
San Francisco at Cleveland weeks ago. Cleveland with a backup quarterback in, and San Francisco was only -9. Guess what? Cleveland won, I think, outright.
Yeah.
Because you would look at that and go, wow, they're only 9. I'm taking San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, they should have been 17 or 18. And so recently, I'm trying to think. Well, last week when the Bills played on Monday night, they played the Broncos. Broncos have been trending. The Bills have been tanking, and they were a 7.5-point favorite. And you're going, they should be a 2-point favorite.
The Bills are not good.
So you jump all over the Broncos. I mean, I don't know. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
But I'm just saying you could get a lot more color by looking at the lines of what these people are thinking. Because,
Right. And I've gotten more comfortable with the NFL over the last 3 weeks. So I think you're starting to see some separation, too, in the NFL. You're seeing somebody at a -3, and you're like, what?
Yeah, no, it's definitely.
They're going to drum them, or this person's out, or whatever. I mean, so I've really enjoyed the NFL. This year has been my first year that I've really, really dabbled with it, and I've enjoyed it. And I'm starting the college basketball game I started a little bit ago. So,
yeah, I won't mess with that till conference play starts.
I only did 1 game so far this year. Kentucky. It was Kentucky, Kansas. Over-under was 147.
Would you take the over?
I took the over. They hit it for 178.
Wow. Yeah,
those two schools are going to 147.
Yeah. No, you're right. With respect to NFL, I mean, everything's starting to take shape right now for the
playoffs,
and this is a great time of the year for that. this weekend you got some really good football games. I mean, Ohio State, Michigan on Saturday. So it's a good time of the year for sports, and but see, the thing for me, like college basketball, like all these teams are playing right now. These, other than the Kansas, Kentucky, Duke, Michigan State,
Right.
and so on and so forth, but some of these teams are playing these
Poop schools.
and they're like minus 40, 45. I
Yeah.
know a guy that is loving to bet on these basketball games, and he's betting like 30 or 40 a night. And I'm like, you have to go 55%. I mean, when you calculate the juice on these bets, you can't go 50-50 because you lose. You got to go 60-40 really to make any type of money. So if you're betting 30 games on a random Wednesday night, 60% of that, you got to hit 18 games.
Yeah.
It's hard as hell to hit 18 games.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to hit one.
It's hard to hit one.
But I love that it's all so much more accepted now. I mean, Christ, you watch a show on TV. My goodness, they got all the lines on.
Yeah, ESPN keeps it rolling on the ticker. So
I hit rock bottom probably about 5 or 6 years ago when I started betting women's college basketball because I was chasing, and that was when UConn was in the mix. They were just ripping through people, and I would be down, and I'm like, all right, I got to bet some college with female hoops, and I did. I bet a lot on these women, because at that point in time, like I said, I was
chasing.
I was chasing. But that girl from Iowa, man, she is a game changer.
Caitlin Clark, home of Mitch Keller.
Yeah.
Knocking down threes. Well, I'm a head basketball coach for Parker's team, so.
You don't have to draw any plays up, do you?
Bud, we're just going to run the 3-man weave. So, no, I mean, I did not want to. I wanted to be assistant coach. I put down assistant coach. They backed me into being head coach. Now I got to be at every practice. Now I got to teach these kids how to shuffle, slide, defensive position. Where you're dribbling, you got to protect your left side. If you're dribbling with your right hand, vice versa. Like I just wanted to go and yuck it up. Boys.
The question: did you play basketball ever?
Yeah, growing up.
So you understand a little bit.
I love basketball.
So you're a great coach.
That's my second favorite sport.
To watch or bet on?
To watch. Hockey 1, basketball 2. Golf 3.
It's funny, like hockey, I love watching hockey, but like right now I can't get into hockey.
I just went and saw that Connor Bedard play. Kid's going to be a stud. Saw him play in Chicago. It's an absolute stud he's going to be. So, good for him.
I just hope, for our sake here, hopefully the Penguinos turn it around a little bit.
They've turned it around a little bit. They're turning that ship around. It's tough, though.
It is.
It's tough.
I mean, you're playing in
82 games and
professional anything.
The bad teams, that's what people don't understand. The bad teams are still professional. They're professional still. Like, they're still good. They could win at any point.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
So, yeah, dude. So, again, happy Thanksgiving to you all.
Yeah, guys.
Enjoy your day with your family, maybe some friends. I know I'm going to face plant right into this turkey's ass.
It's probably going to like it.
Yeah, maybe. And then drink tequila and red wine all day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a shocker.
Yeah.
You're going to mix the two?
Well, I'll have some red with the lunch dinner, and then in between
you get to
I'm not gonna drink a bottle.
The harder stuff at night. Yeah, I got you. Well, yeah, no, like he said, man, we are so thankful for all y'all out there listening to us here on Chasing Birdies. It's been a lot of fun, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode. We will be back in 2 weeks, as I said, with Chris Trott from TaylorMade, Trotty Golf. Check him out online. He's really informative. It's a really good episode for us. And I want to thank, obviously, Evo and his team over at Simpler Media for putting this thing together.
There you go.
And got to thank P. Shep and Nathan at P. Shep Media for filming this jazz today and working with us two yo-yos on the reg. I mean, P. Shep tells me, he's like, hey, you guys, he comes up with these radical ideas. We just got to be the ones that put them in motion.
Yeah,
man.
You
know what I mean? That's the way it goes. But no, seriously, thank you all for listening. Thank you to Rachel London, Jacqueline DiPateria for all your social media help. You girls rock, and we will catch y'all in 2.